So right now, by Sadeji, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000.
Criminal.
How do you put money laundry for best when no get money?
You don't launder your own money now. Who broke you now, criminal now?
I don't to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course. And you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by Sadeji, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts. So
hello guys, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. What's going on? Waiting to happen, waiting to up. What's up, rate? Hey, celebratory move. 9 and day for Rate gang. Yeah. Anyways, congratulations to VDM. He has been granted bail. As you can see, VDM is in the car with his lawyer and they are out of the EFCC detention, and VDM is back to, he's got his voice back, at least to what extent he can have his voice back. But I guess we have to wait and see what is going to happen moving forward. I guess we have to wait and see. But yeah, so yeah, I'm glad, I'm happy for him. Let me go ahead and read basically the charges. And as you can hear, he's based on what he said. We're gonna go over what he's being charged with. But based on what he said, it looks like one of the charges includes money laundering. And I have my theory on that one, money laundering. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on that. But yeah, they are claiming, according to him, according to his lawyer, he's talking about money laundering. And you also heard his response with regards to the money laundering allegations, basically saying, you know, get money, blah blah blah. But anyways, let me go ahead and share my screen because we need to get to the matter. Okay. So hold on, let me share my screen. Please, guys, please just be hitting the like button as you are coming in. Please like the video. Thank you so much. I think I should probably add Facebook. Let me add Facebook. You know what I mean? Hold on. Okay. So let me add Facebook up. Make it for the sweet. She gets. Okay. I actually forgot. No, I did not. Did I forget? Maybe my subconscious. So wait, so I'm sharing my screen, guys. Give me a second. Because I need to read something from details, okay? Because as you can see, there's a short clips. Maybe over time he will discuss, or maybe hopefully his lawyer will actually do his job and advise him. His lawyer, VDM's lawyer, will actually do his job and advise VDM against talking about the case, okay, while investigation is still going on. Listen, this lawyer, in my opinion, is not representing VDM well. This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But in my opinion, this lawyer is not representing VDM well. Okay? And I'll tell you the reason why I think he's not representing VDM well. And there's also something that makes me feel like there was some kind of setup. Maybe somebody that VDM trusted kind of set him up. We'll talk about all of that. Hit the like button as you guys are coming in. Thank you so much. Who is it? And thank you, Iris. Thank you for hitting the like button. So if you're coming in Facebook, YouTube, hit the like button. This is very, very. This is an important live stream because I got so much to say. I've got so much of my opinion to share. So this is from a website, Punch NG. It says, social media activist Martin O'Shea, popularly known as Very Dark Man, has been released from the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. His release was announced on Wednesday by former presidential candidate and activist Omoyele Sowore via his X handle. Thanks to unrelenting efforts of all, the very dark man of all, the very dark man, that very dark man has been released from unjust detention at official EFCC. He is with his ambulance lawyer. So that's what Sowore tweeted. Continuing, very dark man released to us on bail. This is what his lawyer ended up posting. So his lawyer ended up posting this and says, very dark man released to us on bail. Special thanks to DAP law firm, especially the head of our firm, Marvin Omorogbe. Thank you, Nigerians, for speaking up for him. Thank you, Egbon Yele Sowore. Thank you, His Excellency Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Davido, opposition lawmakers, etc. I must also thank the chairman of the EFCC for indulging and listening to all of my concerns since on Friday last week, and his team. The struggle continues, he added. So this is what the lawyer is saying. Adeyanju had earlier expressed frustration over the EFCC handling of the bail process, describing it as social media bail, since the commission had not issued formal bail document despite announcing that his client had been granted administrative bail. Bail granted VDM social media bail. So this is what the lawyer posted. We've already addressed this before when he said bail granted VDM social media bail, as we are yet to receive any bail document from the commission. We have made several repeated demands in this regard since yesterday when we were informed about the decision to grant bail. Adeyanju said the EFCC, in a statement by its head of media and publicity, Dele Oyewale, confirmed on Tuesday that very dark man had been granted bail but remained in custody pending the fulfillment of his bail condition. According to the commission, the activist was invited for questioning over multiple petitions alleging serious financial crimes. Okay, so this is what is being said. But VDM, by his own admission, is basically claiming that they are part of the charges that they are charging him is for money laundering. Okay, I see why. I'm still contemplating whether to really discuss some of these things. And keep in mind, nobody tell me anything. I'm just somebody who's very observant, and I see things. And when I see things, sometimes I'm compelled to say. Sometimes I am, you know how they say, see something, say something. For me, that only happens at the airport or maybe public transportation or public spaces. As far as social media, because I know that not a lot of people have the intelligence to grasp what I'm saying. Some people are so binary. It's like you are either supporting this person or you are against this person. There is no in between. There is no middle, and that's the reason why I try to stay away from this. There are times when I don't chat. There are times when I'll be like, you know what, wait it go happen, make it happen. I'm gonna speak my mind. Okay, so I feel like something was going on. Again, nobody told me. Maybe if I end up being right about this, you guys can start giving me all your money and calling me clairvoyant, a seer, okay, a DBR, somebody that sees the future. But I feel like the money laundering thing, yeah, can be linked to his activity as a charity organization, can be linked to his NGO. You know, again, there are people who have used NGO as a way to launder money. Somebody will come out and make a declaration and declare that I'm donating X amount of money to this person. Again, this is me just pure conjecture. This is me pure speculation. No, and don't hold. If you ask me, even though I'm saying this publicly, if anybody calls me and say, "What did you mean by that?" I'll be like, "I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What are you people talking about?" But this is just me, pure speculation. When it comes to charity organization, there are some people that take advantage. There are some people that get approached and asked if they will use their foundation, their organization's bank account to engage and carry out money laundering activities. Because usually any money that goes into a charity organization is considered, like, nobody really cares, because it's like, okay, people are donating. Nobody really raises an eyebrow. Nobody really bats an eye. The only time when they bat an eye, the only time when you draw the attention of the authorities or anybody, any investigatory body, the only time when you draw such attention to yourself is if you're a troublemaker. That's the reason why a lot of people who do charity organization, they don't do what VDM does. They mind their business, because they know that all kinds of things will be entering that account. Some of them will even be cutting deals, because a lot of those accounts are not regulated. It's like a business account. Business accounts are not regulated, at least to the best of my knowledge. Business accounts are not regulated, because once you are able to open a business account, any money that goes in there is considered a transactional account. You know what I mean? So that same principle can be applied differently. You just use your tongue to count your teeth. That same principle can be applied to somebody who's operating a charity organization, because monies that are coming in there are considered donations from people far and wide, and that account is usually not regulated. If they are choosing to eeny, meeny, miny, mo you and start monitoring your account, that's mostly because you have wronged somebody, and they want to do something to, like, pull you down. You know what I mean? Like, you have ruffled the wrong feathers, and now they are looking for ways, and so they will eyeball you. They'll push like torchlight. They go torchlight every nook and cranny of your life to see if they will have enough evidence to do to you whatever it is that they want to do to you. And that's the reason why a lot of people who are into charity organizations, for the most part, they largely stay away. And that's also why they get away with a lot of things, because the money that is going into charity organization, like the oversight barely even check those ones out, because automatically it's like, oh, this somebody's, somebody probably send them money. So even if it is billions of naira, billions of dollars, they hardly, unless of course there's a scandal and then a whistleblower speaks out. Okay, a whistleblower speaks out. And once a whistleblower speaks out, that's when, especially when you ruffle the wrong feathers, that's when they'll come for you. And me, just being who I am, an observant person that I am, not to toot my own horn, by the way. It's just what is. I'm not tooting my horn. And then in addition to, because when people talk, I always listen to the unspoken words. Me just being the kind of person that I am, observant, in addition to some of the things that which still falls under the category of me being observant. Like, I saw a post that Very Dark Man's lawyer posted. Okay? And this is the reason why I am so worried for Very Dark Man and the kind of legal representation that he has. I'm so worried. Okay? Some lawyers are able to win cases, maybe because they have a strong social media following, or they make a lot of noise, or whatever. They just share luck. And then there are also lawyers who are able to, they're also, like, I saw a comment that distracted me. Somebody wrote this. Let me highlight your comment here. Somebody says Nigeria gets away with murder. All the rules that guys NGO internationally is not being followed in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. Having lived in the UK over a decade and worked for 2 main charity organizations in the UK, I am aware of what it entails to run an NGO. Nobody, I don't know why you feel the need to like lecture me on how to run an NGO. Like, who's asking that? Nobody's questioning the difficulty, what it takes to run an NGO. I don't see why you felt a need to tell me that. Anyways, so this is the reason why I am really concerned for the representation, okay? Because in addition to VDM being allegedly charged, according to him, this is what the lawyer posted. This lawyer said, mind you, this is happening in the wake of VDM being detained by EFCC and everything else that is happening. Okay. Somebody said VDM will be fine. Thank you. I didn't say he will not be fine. Can you guys just go away? Some of you don't even like, some of you are so strange. I don't like people who do cult mentality. I don't like it. Nobody said he will not be fine. I never said he will not be fine. Me, as somebody who likes to use situations to teach lessons, that's all I'm doing. Nobody is questioning whether he'll be fine or not. It's like you are almost trying to convince yourself that he'll be fine. I'm not questioning that. I'm not saying he will not be fine. I'm not saying anything. So why do you feel like you need to say that? Like, maybe you don't deep down in your heart think that he will be fine. Maybe that's the reason why you feel a need to like convince yourself that he'll be fine, because nobody's questioning whether he'll be fine or not. Some of you just come here and you just like, I can't stand people with limited mentality. I can't. I'm allergic to that. Yeah. So this is what the lawyer posted. Okay, mind you, because of the eyeballs, because of the attention, okay, because of everything that is happening right now, people, like, it is very, very understandable for anybody to think that whatever the lawyer is posting on social media is directly linked, can be directly linked to VDM, because he's been posting a whole lot of things about VDM. So why not assume that this one too has something to do with the VDM case or whatever, right? So this is what the lawyer posted. The lawyer said, no matter your friendship or relationship with anyone, always think of the day you will disagree or fight with them. Learn to keep your secrets to yourself. Human beings are generally unreliable in the long run. The only person that will never betray you in the future is you. That's what the lawyer posted. Now, me being the kind of person that I am, assuming, especially looking at his social media postings and everything else that he has done, I would not be wrong to assume that he's talking about VDM situation. You know what I mean? And then when they were in the car and VDM started talking about how money laundry this and money laundry that, I was just like, did somebody betray VDM? Okay, putting that whole conversation in the car about money laundry this and money laundry that, and then merging that with this lawyer's social media post, I'm like, wait, there's somebody betray VDM. The VDM tells somebody about something that was going on that the person later went and told the police about. I'm just asking questions, okay? And if you cannot keep an open mind, you like, sorry, maybe I'm not for you. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. Seriously, I am okay with that. Okay. So this really led me into thinking. Hit the like button. Facebook, you guys are slacking. Facebook people, smash the like button, oh. Unless, of course, you want me to just categorize you as a hate watcher. Hey, if you want me to categorize you, automatic categorization. If you want me to automatically categorize you as a hate watcher, tell me now. Otherwise, I don't see why you people are not liking up the live. Hit the like button, please. This is a very important conversation. Okay? And so, if it is in fact true that VDM's lawyer is referring to the current situation with VDM, then yeah, there's truth. There's something to be said about that. And he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right in his assessment. That you cannot trust anybody, you know? So let me go ahead and share. Let me share my screen one more time, because they are not really, other than what VDM said, I guess the reason why he even divulged some of the details of the case, I guess the reason why he did that is because he wanted to get ahead of the story before other people figure things out and start twisting it and turning the story, you know. So that's what I'm thinking. So Sahara Reporters also posted something. Let me share my screen one more time. I'm gonna read this, and then we're also going to see reaction from people. There is this guy, his name is D1 or something, the comedian, that just dislike VDM so much. This guy, I don't know where he and VDM foresee body, okay? The kind of bitterness that this person has for VDM can't be explained, nor can it be ignored. So his name is D1. Like, I was actually gonna talk about him today. You know, I was gonna talk about what he was. I was gonna talk about some of the. I was gonna talk about some of the postings, some of the things that he's been posting about this whole situation, and just how weird. Like, it'd be like saying buy video market. That's the vibe that I get. So I'll go ahead and read this. So this is from Sahara Reporters. Sahara Reporters was the first to announce the release of VDM. Because remember, VDM and Omoyele Showore, they also share the same lawyer, or the same law firm at the very least. So I guess he will have access to the story as it breaks. Okay, so this is from Sahara Reporter. Says, after spending 5 consecutive days in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, popular Nigerian social media activist Martin Oshe, popularly known as Very Dark Man, has finally regained his freedom. The activist, known for his blunt commentaries and online exposés on societal ills, was arrested last week following what the EFCC described as multiple petitions lodged against him by unnamed individuals. He was released by the EFCC to his lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, on Wednesday. Human rights activist Omoyele Showore, who spoke to him on the phone, confirmed the news. Thanks to unrelenting efforts of all Very Dark Man, Very Dark Man has been, the punctuation that is missing is making my head spin. The punctuation, the freaking punctuation. Thanks to the unrelenting efforts of all, that Very Dark Man has been released from unjust detention at the official EFCC. He's with his ambulance lawyer, Revolution Now hashtag. Sahara reporters had earlier reported that Vedat man was arrested in a Gestapo style. A lot of people are going to learn new words today. Hey gosh. Sahara reporters had earlier reported that Vedat man was arrested in a Gestapo style operation last Friday. This sparked nationwide outrage and solidarity campaign on social media. Hashtags like Free Vedat Man and Justice for VDM trended for days, with calls for his immediate release. On Tuesday, Sahara reporters reported that Vedat Man, known for his outspoken views on national issues, was being questioned over comments he made accusing the EFCC of corruption. The interrogation session, which lasted several hours, was attended by his legal representative, Barrister Marvin Omorugbe from Deji Adeyanju Law Firm. According to sources familiar with the matter, the session focused primarily on O'Shea's social media posts and videos in which he alleged deep-rooted corruption within the Anti-Graft Commission. VDM, be ready to provide your evidence. So, hey God, oh, Shimo. Continuing, the article says, in a statement issued earlier on Tuesday, EFCC confirmed Vedat man's arrest. According to the commission, VDM has been offered administrative bail and will be allowed to leave when he fulfilled his bail conditions. The EFCC added that VDM repeatedly ignored several invitations sent to his known address and communication channels, prompting law enforcement action. A lot of people have tried to dissect this claim by EFCC by basically saying that by basically questioning the validity of their claim that they sent multiple invitations that he ignored. It's so interesting how if the EFCC had said this about somebody that people didn't like, guess what? Everybody will be in agreement. Yeah, they will agree. But because this allegation is being made, about somebody that they actually like, all of a sudden, EFCC cannot be trusted. EFCC is not credible. Make no mistake about it. Me personally, I think EFCC is FOC, FOS. Honestly, I don't respect EFCC at all. I think they are FOS. I don't care for them. I think they are picking and choosing what they can, what laws they can enforce and what they want to do. I have zero respect for EFCC. But I do believe that for somebody who is very public, who has a huge fan base like VDM, I think it'll be hard. I think it'll be hard for EFCC to just lie and say, "Oh, we tried to reach you and we couldn't reach you," on he ignored them. I think they did try. Okay. And again, this is probably going to piss off some of VDM's people. At the end of the day, you guys, you know your guy. You know your guy. This is the person who traveled out of the country, even though, yes, the reason why he traveled may be a matter of debate, and you can have that conversation. That's okay. But he did leave town when he knew that he had a court appearance with Mercy Chinwo. Okay. And there is also a bench warrant issued on his behalf too with regards to that. You know what I mean? So this is not exactly somebody who likes to follow the law or play by the rule. This is somebody, VDM, who feels like nobody can touch him. A lot of people are so sentimental, and that's the reason why I have a hard time dealing with some people. Some people are so sentimental. Some people will just be like, yeah, I don't care what he's doing. I don't care if he's breaking the law. As long as he's seemingly fighting for people, for the voiceless, that's all I care about. But 2 wrongs cannot make a right. You can be fighting, your guy, VDM, can be fighting for the help, for the support of people, it can be the voice of the people, while simultaneously doing the right thing. This man has said some things that he should not have said. He has. Whether you want to have that conversation, or whether you want to pretend, or whether you want to, shoot the messenger in this scenario, whether you want to like get mad at me, the truth has to be said. Making libelous allegations against people that you cannot prove, or even if somebody directly told you these things, but the fact that that person will not dare come out and say it before a judge puts you at a situation that you don't want to be in. But people are not ready for that conversation. People are not ready to have that conversation. So that's where my issue is with Very Dark Man. This is something that people don't like to talk about. It's so funny when you start talking about this now, you see people, it turns people off, but you will never silence me from saying what I believe. Everybody just think, oh, because Very Dark Man is a freedom fighter, Very Dark Man is fighting for the voice of the voiceless. But while fighting for those who do not have a voice, he's making allegations that he has zero proof to. He's saying things that he has not, like he's not even sure. Like I have seen this man say things that a video that I watch, he watched the video. I don't know if he didn't even watch the video. And then he came back and he just said something completely different. Now, even Jade, I was like, but that's not even what happened. I watched the video. He was repeating and narrating something that he saw in a video, but he completely misrepresented everything. And this is not an indictment on whether or not his charity organization is helpful. That's not what I am saying. I do believe that he's helping people. But I also think that in order for you to be effective, in order for you to actually help people, you have to be free. You have to be free, be a free man. You have to not use your mouth to drive rough that will land you in prison. You have to be a free man to actually help people. That's what I'm saying. If you really care about people, then care enough about them to make sure that the words that come out of your mouth are not libelous. They are not words that will land you in serious situation. Because you keep talking about how if you not sue me, I don't get money or blah, blah, blah. But they can also do this. They can also do this. You don't know that they can put you in jail if you do not pay what you owe in Nigeria. It's not a matter of suing, no. They can put you in jail. So that's all I'm saying, no. If you really care about the people that you are helping, you have to make an effort so that you are around, so that you can keep helping them. You have to mind the way you talk. You have to mind the things you say so that you can help people that you claim to care about. That's all I'm saying, no. Anybody when you get here, make it here. If you don't want here to, now you sabi me, I'll be here, okay, to dissect everything. I'll be here to analyze everything. A lot of people get so emotional. A lot of people get so carried away by the notion of him helping people, completely missing the point that this guy is actively accusing people of things. Saying Nigeria, this one is not America. This one is not the UK. Heck, even America now, go and see what Trump is doing. Trump is silencing free speech. As we speak, Donald Trump is silencing free speech in America, something that no one ever thought would happen, let alone Nigeria, where that one has already been the order of the day. All I'm saying is that proceed with caution, be smart, move very smartly. Move very smartly. If you really care about people that you want to help, move very smartly. Unless, of course, you're just doing all these things, using so-called charity to camouflage, to hide your true intentions. Maybe you know that you've done some really bad things and criminal things, and the walls are caving in. And because the walls are caving in, you have now devised a plan claiming that you're a freedom fighter, charity organization, discussing social issues, activist, so that by the time the walls cave in, your supporters will say, oh, look at him, they are coming for him because of all this, because he's trying to help people, and not because of maybe the criminal activities that you have done. If you really, your hands are clean, you've not done any criminal activity, please carry it on. Carry on your criminal activity, carry on your charity activities without dragging, starting a mess that will land you in problem every single time. Is this what you want to do? Is this what, like, people who support VDM, those of you that are always saying, yes, this on VDM is a good guy. Is this really what you want from somebody that is supposed to be an activist, the voice for the voiceless? Everyday police station, everyday court case. Let's have a word with ourselves. This one, when me at the talk, so I know say go ruffle a few feathers, so I know, but that's okay. It needs to be said. It needs to be said. Because there are some people, okay? There are some people who are just like waiting for you. Do your charity work. Help the people that you are helping. But no, anytime he noticed that, the attention is dwindling down, all of a sudden he wants to name drop people. You're fighting with people that can just snap of a finger, they make you disappear. Again, I am the first person that will tell you, yeah, make no mistake about it. I'm the first person that will tell you that sometimes you have to sacrifice, okay? A lot of us enjoy the stability and the peace of the Western world and all of the beauties that comes with it. We are enjoying what people fought for. People centuries ago, knowing that Western countries was not always like this. None of these Western countries were always like this. The same poverty, the same frustrations that most developing nations are currently going through are things that Western countries have also dealt with. But there are people who fought for freedom, okay, knowing fully well that they will never reap the reward. They will not even be alive, knowing fully well that they are going on a battle that they will probably never come back from. And I'm the first person that will tell you, I will be the first person to tell you that if you love your country so much, you must fight for it. You must fight for it. I'll be the first person to tell you. But fight a good fight. Don't go around and be accusing people. Some of the things that comes out of VDM's mouth, it makes me really worry. Not even for him, but for the people that he claims he's supporting, he's helping, the less privileged who are relying on him. The other day, he did an amazing thing. He went to, was it Niger that he went to? I forget now, where he went to kind of, to bring to light, the issue of human, I don't want to say the last word because I don't want to. Human, you know what that means. Human, 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 That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. So he went there to intercept that. I thought that was an amazing thing that he did. But then he will come out on social media and start opening his mouth and leaving and saying like really crazy, bashy, crazy things. Those are the people that he's supposed to be helping are the ones that I worry about. But these are conversations that some people don't want to have. Everybody wants to pretend. Okay. Everybody wants to pretend. So I just feel like he can do a better job, even if there are things that he wants to bring to light. There are ways that he can do it. All this narrating a story as if you were there, stop it. VDM. Narrating a story as if you saw it with your naked eye, as if you're a witness, you saw everything. Stop it. That's the quickest way to land yourself in trouble. Again, there are so many people that are relying on you. There are so many people that are counting on you that cannot afford somebody who's helping them to be in jail, locked up for however long. There are so many people. And for that reason, you have to do the right things at all costs. If you really care about the cause that you say you care about, think about them before you go and run your mouth and start accusing people of things that you have like zero evidence to. Then tell me, this one tell me, that one tell me. It not be evidence, so it not be evidence. Ignorance is not an excuse in law, because you owe it, especially somebody with such a big platform that you do. You owe it to yourself and to everybody that is following you to bring forth the right information. You have a sense of duty, a sense of responsibility to do that. So now waiting me, I talk. Now be that. Anybody when you hear me. Anybody when you not like, if you like, misrepresent waiting I talk. Now you sabi. But these just need to be said. A lot of things need to change. Okay? A lot of things need to change. And it doesn't seem to me as though he has the right people around him, starting from his lawyer. Even his lawyer is not helping. Maybe that one is just happy that he's landing himself from one trouble to another. Now money now. Every time he has to go to court to represent VDM, that's another cha-ching. But even person where you not get anybody when they advise them, there are some stage that you will reach based on things that have happened to you, or just what you see happening around, that you start thinking, okay, let me advise myself, have a word with myself. So that's all I'm saying. Like, a lot of things, he needs to start doing things differently. Okay, you need to start doing things. Somebody told you things, this one tell me this one. That's not even your job. Somebody tell me, this one tell me, the other one tell me. Like, what the heck? So I beg. But if you like VDM, I know that there are people who are out there telling you what to do or gassing you up and telling you nothing do you are okay. Okay, if that's the path that you want to take, me, I go there here to report everything, and also they chime in my own opinion. So at the end of the day, you are an adult, you're a grown man. So, but for me, based on some of the things that I have seen, people who are so out there, the way that VDM is out there, name dropping people, making allegations, unfounded allegations against people who do that, they are usually exposed for trying to cover up a crime that they have done by galvanizing, by bringing people around them and doing some kind of charity work, so that tomorrow, when the law finally catches up with them, they can say that, they can cry and say, no, they're just coming for me because I'm helping. Whereas they've done a lot of things. It's like this guy now. Is it Russell Brand? Russell Brand was just recently arrested for the arrow word. You guys know what the arrow word is that he did to some women. Okay? This investigation has been ongoing for several years now. Russell Brand went from being a major liberal lefty all of a sudden to a right-wing nutcase conspiracy theorist all this other stuff. Under 3 years. He did that because he knew that no matter how liberal you are, no matter how left-wing you are, one thing that they will not stand for is somebody who arrows women. You will be thrown to the wolves. And he saw the climate. He knew what was going on. That being a very vocal leftist liberal is not going to save him. Guess what he did? He switched from being a liberal to a conservative. Switched. And now, after he was finally charged, I believe he was charged last month. When he was finally charged last month or the month before last, all of a sudden he's now crying that his excuses, oh, because he's now a Trump supporter, he's only being targeted, he's only being persecuted because he's a Trump supporter. That's the reason why, because he's left the liberal plantation, he's now a Republican and he's a MAGA, and that's the reason. Even though these investigations have been going on for years. So this is what they do. And he's not the only one. Same thing with Elon Musk. Same thing with Elon Musk. Elon Musk was an unapologetic liberal Democrat until there was an allegation, a sexual harassment allegation that was about to be leaked, that was about to be exposed. After he tried to beg the person, to bribe the person with millions of dollars and that one refusing, all of a sudden he switched from being a liberal to a conservative. Yeah. He was so liberal, he made electric cars. And the majority of people that were buying his cars are liberals, Democrats. Because Republicans don't believe in electric cars. That's the reason why I played one video where Trump was literally, there is a documented history of Trump just spatting, shitting on electric cars. He hates electric cars. Lefties were the ones buying electric cars. People who were environmentally conscious were the ones buying electric cars. But then once he wasn't able to bribe the person, once he realized that it was not going to be all of the millions in the world was not going to stop this person from speaking out, all of a sudden he switched. And now his excuse why people are coming for him is because he's no longer a liberal, because he's now a Republican and he's now a right-leaning Republican, a right-wing Republican, a MAGA head. That's his excuse now. But those allegations were already there. So it is not lost on me that people will become a different thing once they realize that something that they have done in the past is about to catch up. I'm not saying that that's what's happening to VDM, but I'm just saying that that can be something to look into. You know what I mean? Am I still live? Can you guys still hear me? Facebook, YouTube, can you guys still hear me? Hello, Facebook. Let me do a quick sound check. Let me do a quick sound check. Nobody's responding. Or are you guys responding? I'm just not seeing it. Hello, Facebook. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you guys. Okay. Thanks, guys. You know what I mean? So, yeah. We also need to be very careful. Thank you guys for responding. We also need to be very careful the kind of person that the people throw our support around and why we are throwing our support around them. We also have to use our tongue to count our teeth. We also have to see if their claims are legit or if their claims are born out of a need to survive. Share you get. That's what I think we need to do. But anyways, let me finish this this article from Sahara Reporters. It says the EFCC stated that the petition it received detailed grave allegations of financial crimes that warrant a thorough investigation. The agency affirmed its legal right to detain any suspect under investigation and revealed that a valid remand order was obtained for his custody. The EFCC denied that VDM's arrest was connected to his criticism of the agency. So the EFCC is quoted as saying, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in the exercise of its mandate of tackling economic and financial crimes, invited Martin O'Shea, owing to a series of petitions bordering on sundry issues of alleged financial crimes raised against him, the agency said. So that's the article. But they did not make any mention of money laundering, but VDM for sure let us know that one of the reasons why he was held was because of some kind of money laundering allegations. So let's listen to that again.
Criminal.
How do we put money laundering for best when don't get money?
You don't launder your own money now. Who broke you? Not criminal now.
I not to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course.
So VDM says something here. Listen, I know some of you love this guy and you think he means well, whatever, but he says something here that I personally do not think is true, and I think it's misleading. My opinion. He say let me roll it back so that you guys can hear.
Who broke you? Not criminal now.
I not to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity.
So he's saying that if they use debt, they do charity. So what he's essentially admitting to here is that he's borrowing money, he's getting into debt to do charity. First of all, you don't give what you don't have. And second of all, it is unrealistic to say they use debt till they do charity. That is very, very misleading statement. Like, who does that? So you're going around collecting loans. So who's giving you all this debt? Who are you owing? Who are you? Are you going to the bank to borrow money to do charity or what? So these are the things that I'm looking at. Oh, I'm not a bandwagon jumper. Oh. I will not just say, yeah, because he's portraying himself as a helpful person, I'm just going to go up whatever it is that he's force feeding me. I don't do that. So who does that? I mean, we're not talking about a small agency. We're talking about a huge charity undertaking. And this man is saying that he's using debt. Like, he's going into debt to do charity. Who does that? This is very misleading. I don't know his pockets. I don't know his bank account. I don't know. But I also know that somebody gave him 200 million, been at 100 million, I've been at how many million, what's his name, gave him the other time. That money don't finish. Or because he gave us an estimation the other time, didn't he give account of the money and how the money has not even been touched? At least the last time that he gave an update on the spending, the money has not even been touched. So who is using charity money? Who is using debt? Who is nobody does that. If you not get, you not get. Nobody goes into debt. Again, we're not talking about a small undertaking. We're talking about big charity projects that this man is doing. And I'm supposed to believe that he's going into debt, he's borrowing money from people. You see, a lot of people might look at this and just shrug it off and act like, oh, it's no big deal. So what? So what? He embellishes. Like, if you can tell, if you can mislead, if you can say something like this, then you can say something else. If you can, that's just how my mind works when it comes to this situation. Yeah. Yeah. So I can't just simply brush it off and be like, oh, you know what I mean? So yeah, to me, nobody does this. To me, this is just something, to me, the fact that he's going out of his way to even say this tells me that there is a bigger issue that people really need to be paying attention to. Yeah. Nobody is a saint, okay? A lot of people are into all kinds of things, but at the end of the day, I want somebody who's supposedly helping people to at least have clean hands. Because if anything happens, if he's into any kind of criminal situations and he lands himself in trouble, guess who's going to suffer? The people that he's supposedly helping. Those are the people that are going to suffer it. So that's where I'm coming from. We have to always look at every side. We can't get carried away and be like, at least he's helping people now. At least he's helping people. Wait, see which one they do. What do you do? I'd rather he doesn't help people than help people and then just leave them hanging because he has done something criminal that has now caused, like, honestly, doesn't make it right, eh? And I'm not accusing him of anything, no. I'm just analyzing stuff because I know some of you are very sensitive. Some of you are so emotional. Some of you don't reason logically. Like, you get so emotional with these things, and it doesn't even matter. I don't believe in the concept of the end justifies the means. I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe in that. I believe if you are trying to be of service to humanity, then make sure that your hands are clean. Because if you're on one hand supposedly helping humans, helping your fellow humans, and then on the other hand you are engaging in unsavory things, criminal things, it is very unfair. It'll be unfair for the people that are looking up to you, because a lot of people will follow you to the end of the world. They'll follow you to the end of the earth when it comes down to, especially if they've fallen in love with you and they support you and they love what you're doing. And it's not fair to them that you drag them along and you are dishonest and you are relying on their unwavering support while you continue to engage in all kinds of things. No, that does not bode well with me. Okay. So that's my take on this situation. So I think this statement that he made, I think the fact that he is out here saying ridiculous things that doesn't even make any sense, in my opinion, is making me believe that maybe there's something going on. Maybe he's in a panic, or maybe he's a little bit rattled. He's been cooked up in the Gestapo style detention, according to Sahara reporters. He's been cooked up in EFCC detention for days. Maybe he's rattled. But then if that's the case, then that's the reason why he should not say anything. That's the reason why he should not be saying things. Just, if you need to make a video letting people know that giving people updates, then you just give them updates. I'm like, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. I'm out now. And I just wanted to thank you guys. I can't really say much because there's an investigation going on. People will understand. But talking about how they're accusing you of money laundering, and then going on to talk about how you're using you're using debt to do charity. To me, that is very misleading. Very misleading, in my opinion. So yeah.
How they go put money laundry for person wey no get money?
You don't dey launder your own money now. Who broke you na criminal now?
I don't to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity.
Even the lawyer is so indifferent. I know the lawyer posted earlier that he's been battling fever or something or whatever. The lawyer just looks so exasperated, exacerbated. They could have no vex. But English is not English in today. He looks so exhausted. And it looks like he's not feeling VDM like that. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this lawyer. Not be saying not this lawyer, but for example, look at something else that he tweeted. Let me share. Something else that he tweeted today. These people just continue to make crazy allegations, unfounded allegations, just saying things anyhow. Look at what the lawyer tweeted today. The lawyer said, I have now confirmed. I didn't see the original post, to mind you, but based on what he said, I am now wondering what was the original post that he made. Probably some kind of false allegation that he made against Falana that he's now having to walk back. Like, what is wrong with all these people? It's like they are... This is what the lawyer posted, though. Lawyer, clearly, based on this, made allegations against Falana. So this is what he said. He says, I have now confirmed, contrary to my previous post the other day, that our revered leader and mentor, Femi Falana, has made several calls to EFCC challenging VDM's unlawful arrest and detention. So I wonder what it was that he said about Mr. Femi Falana that he's now walking back. Now that he has found out that even Mr. Femi Falana has been making several calls, to EFCC challenging VDM's unlawful arrest. And this, mind you, this is the same Falana that is also suing VDM on one side, though. This lawyer Falana and his son are also suing VDM after VDM made what they say is slanderous and libelous allegations against them. And this was after VDM said so many times that he used to consider Mr. Femi Falana like his lawyer in his head. He used to say that whenever he got in trouble, Mr. Femi Falana would be the first person that he would call, because Mr. Femi Falana was also the late Fela's lawyer. You know Fela now, the freedom fighter that time. So he was Fela's lawyer, and so he has a reputation. He's very, very respected in the legal community in Nigeria. Mr. Femi Falana is very, very respected. Okay, and VDM used to say that in his head, Mr. Femi Falana was his lawyer until somebody contacted VDM, fed VDM a bunch of story that Femi Falana and his son basically sued VDM for, because they said they were false stories, they were lies. So VDM, somebody fed him stories about Mr. Falana. Instead of him to contact somebody that he has been saying is his lawyer in his head, okay? Instead of him to contact somebody that he's been saying is his lawyer in his head, he decided that he was going to come out and publicly make libelous allegations against the man. Okay? And now the lawyer, I don't know, I have not seen I'm just going by what the lawyer posted today. I have not seen the previous comments that led to him walking back this statement. I won't be surprised if he's challenging why he hasn't said anything, blah, 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 about the detention. Come to find out, Mr. Femi Falana has been making calls to EFCC, questioning their arrest of VDM. Again, his mouth is just driving rough anyhow. His mouth is just driving rough anyhow. Like, people will give him information. He will not even have, like, sit down and think about it and have, like, and just use his brain, assess the intelligent part of his brain. No, he will just run to social media, everything. And this is why I have questioned his motives, honestly. Everything is for social media. Everything is for social media. Everything is for social media clout. That's what I see. That's what I see. Clout chaser. Does he every now and then do something good from the cloud, like help people? Meh, the jury is still out on that one. Because me, I'm not moved by buying gala and what's your La Casera and giving to people. I know the other time he went to, was in Niger or where he went to, but not a lot of details is available about that. I went to me, I see be that too. Who want mad, make him mad? Do they craze, make it craze? A lot of people that follow this guy, right? They are so dense, their head, they don't get sense. I even see some of them in the comments now, like they don't have sense. They get so emotional. They're so emotional. All because he came out and he's like, "Oh, I'm defending humanity. I'm defending," like, Uni says the Falana case has been dismissed, Jade. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look that up if it has been dismissed. You know. So, anyways. Meanwhile, let's talk about this guy that seemed, I don't know what's in VDMs. I know they have an issue. Okay, let me not say I don't know. There's this guy, comedian D1. That guy has been relishing the fact that VDM was arrested. This guy has been relishing it. Like he's been having a field day.
How do we put money laundry for best when don't get money?
You don't the launder.
Maybe you are using your. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, no, but I keep my mouth shut, sha. Whatever is going on, one thing I know is that the truth will always come to light. And this is not me saying that EFCC is right. I'm not here saying that, because me, I have zero trust for EFCC, but at the same time, I can walk in true gum at the same time. I can call EFCC out for what they are doing while also pointing out certain inconsistencies. Okay? So this is the guy that has been really dragging VDM for some time now. But some things just don't add up, man. Things don't add up. But okay, whatever you people say.
Lagos like this. Thank God.
Hold on.
Once they enter Lagos like this. Thank God for the man that intervened. You know, I don't want to mention his name, but anything law, human rights in this country, not him. Now, this is a.
Also, he's talking about. I think he's talking about. Falana. I think this guy is talking about Falana here.
Mercy to Rattles or Rattles. Once they enter Lagos like this. Thank God for the man that intervened. You know, I don't want to mention his name, but anything law, human rights in this country, not him. Now, this is a message to Rattles or Rattlers. Please, no go push him again. No, you know, I told you, I said we learn an educated way. No go push him again. No, as for the financial crime allegations, you know that it could still go court, go prove why. You don't understand? So let's leave that. But for now, please, Rattles, I beg, no go push him again. If you like, push him. He could learn another one again. That one now will be more educative. Everywhere good, my people. D1 here. Shalom. Once they enter Lagos.
But it's true though. A lot of these people are always pushing him, and that's just the truth that people don't want to like address. They are always pushing this guy. Okay. They are always pushing this guy. They are always making him say things. And because now he feels like he has to always do as they say, and that decision has landed him in way more. You can do your charity work, but the way you're going about it.
Mr. Falano SAN is a father. Despite the fact that this boy, very dark mind, has pride, he still reach out.
He calls him very dark mind. I wonder what happened to them all. D1, I think you get crushed. I think you get crushed for VDM because this your obsession. This is like legit obsession, okay? This your obsession. I think you get crushed. He calls him very dark mind. That is so funny.
Out to EFCC. Mr. Falano SAN is a father. Despite the fact that this boy, very dark mind, has pride, he still reach out to EFCC because he's the #1 human rights activist and lawyer in the whole of Africa. Where Deji today now, Deji now they using platform now, they talk and they appreciate the man. But this was somebody that your client was insulting and you were just keeping quiet. You see him. But if he's this very dark mind, he will never help anybody genuinely. Never. Especially when I don't get problem. He wants to see you fall. How can you carry person? Because person talk about you for podcasts. You carry a petition. Go to call and drug lord for embassy. And you know that the #1 thing where drug people hit. Now, maybe let's say person they talk. You want to take his life indirectly. Bobrisky, you they happy? Say they lock him up, say go prison. Lil Smart, you they happy? Say go sell. Ashmushi, you they happy? Say the thief her money and she come meet you. Come on. If you are a good person, you are a good person. Now pride now you affect this boy. I hope people are learning. If you like, they talk. Oh, nothing they happen. You don't see as life again. Where your own. This Mr. Falano. When they talk, say, when Babangida talk, say, not be Abiola win election. These were the people that protested. Among the protests, some of him friends, some of the people they follow protest, they lose their life. This is real stuff. He was arrested for 18 months, amongst many other arrests. 18 months. You can't come outside say you strong, you this one, that one, that. Where till they do, people don't do and pass. But you have to understand that where you as you get right, now so me if I get right, now so that person will they criticize, he get right. You know, we say because a person tell you something where you never verify. You can't go to talk anyhow. Unverified news, you use your own verified platform. You talk them, and your hands are not clean. Now you have seen yourself. You are the one that you are everything where they criticize. You look at now financial crime. You did beat your chest that time. You say people no get sense for this country. You don't see now and say, I beg, let's even leave that one. Anytime I think of this thing, it always make me the sad because we cannot have youths like this. And our is now push for inside this problem. But anyway, big shout out to Mr. Falano SAN. You know, understand? Despite the fact that very dark mind has a very dark mind.
He said, despite the fact that very dark mind has a very dark mind, he buy very dark mind for market.
I just look and say, this is who I am. I could do it for who I don't know. All them show already, he has been representing them for years. He has never charged or collected ₦1. You can't hear unverified news. You don't get sense. You won't be picking, reach out to you, say, this thing no be true.
It was very bad of VDM. It was very, very bad of him. The way that he dragged this man's son over unverified, over then say, I hear say, person say, then tell me say, He carry Mr. Falano, begin they drag Mr. Falano, begin they make allegations, begin they say all these kind of things. It's just not right. It's not right. And guess what? Now the same man now he come now constant in solidarity, in support, asking questions. And what he said, a lot of people may not like this D1 guy, yeah. But there's something that he said, which is something that I have echoed before here, that even the lawyer, a lawyer is supposed to steer his client towards the right direction. Only charge and bail lawyer where they hungry. Only charge and bail lawyer where they hungry. Now you go see in clients, they always they dance center fire, dance center fire, dance center fire. Lawyer go say right down. Lawyer go they dance, go they play Atilogun music, making clients they dance center fire. Because what you consign me, now you they go fire, now not be me they go fire. After all, there is money to be made for this your fire where they dance enter. Come on. Unnecessary. Majority of the things that VDM says and does on social media are unnecessary. And then he has this lawyer, they're always posting about having lunch and having this and having that. Which kind enemy lawyer, enemy in disguise lawyer be this one? I'm not saying that you should control your clients or tell them what to do, but at least you should give them legal advice. That's your job. That's what they pay you for. Unless, of course, you don't care. The more trouble he gets into, the more money for you, the more money your firm has to make. Because I don't understand, like, how can you have a lawyer on retainer, or you have a lawyer that you can call if something is happening, and that lawyer is not even advising you? You're not even conferring with your lawyer whenever there's something that you need to post and say, will this land me in trouble or not? Lawyer doesn't care because times are hard. Money hard. We need to make that money. My bills are not going to pay themselves. So get yourself in whatever drama, get yourself whatever legal drama you want to get yourself in. I'm more than happy to come and represent you. In my opinion, that lawyer is not representing VDM well. If it is a legal situation whereby he really had no idea that this was going to resolve in something, and then he reaches out to the lawyer and say, come and represent me, that will make sense. But every day you just come out, can't they lay accusations, can't they point finger, can't they name drop? And then the lawyer will just fall down. The lawyer is probably communicating with you, Seth. The lawyer is probably saying, Oga, you never post any drama stuff for Facebook today, for social media, for Instagram. Everywhere cool, low. Everywhere quiet, everywhere soft. Time make you put pepper soup water for some people. I make everybody, everywhere para again. Come on. So yeah, in my opinion, I don't think VDM's lawyer is representing him properly. That's just my take. My opinion, based on what I have seen. But I just feel like he's one of those charge and bail lawyers that are Obele, barrister. I feel like he's just one of those charge and bail lawyers that are just like, now you sabi, get yourself into whatever legal mumbo jumbo you want to get yourself into. That's more money for me, more money that I have to make. People need to have these conversations. If you people really care about VDM like you claim you do, people need to start advising him. But some people, the vast majority of people that are his supporters, they relish it. They enjoy the drama because it distracts them from their own drama, from their own life. After all, they can applaud VDM from the comfort and the safety of their computers. Even though they never chop since money, but they will still be here applauding. When they be gas, it not go affect them. They're not the one who will have to pay. But that's what a lawyer is supposed to do. A lawyer is supposed to, especially when the lawyer knows that he has a controversial client. It will not even be far-fetched if the lawyer says, before you post anything, run it by me. It will not be out of line. But the kind of lawyer that will just be like, be posting a USAB, and then when something happens, lawyer is ready because now money. May God not let us know frenemies. Honestly, frenemies. A lot of the people that are egging VDM on, a lot of people that are encouraging VDM to go after the people that he goes after without valid, real proof. These are frenemies. Frenemies. And I wish he would realize this and save his own neck.
True. You say, may they go court. Are you normal? Are you normal? I beg you, man, no gone good. You remember all those things where you don't do. Anyway, everywhere good, my people. Do you want here? Shalom. By the way, I've always known this thing, but I wanted DG. Thank God say he come out from DG. Because if I talk and they'll say, see another DG, use the mouth. Appreciate the man now. Everywhere good. Do you want here? Shalom.
And this DG self, he himself, can you imagine posting that, contrary to his previous post, which means you have not confirmed. You just jump on the bandwagon. You just jumped on the bandwagon of people that were dragging Mr. Falana and accusing him of being indifferent to what is going on. How can you jump on? What kind of a lawyer jumps on the bandwagon without doing proper verification? At least you cannot compare yourself to people that are online. People that are online can come out on social media and just make all kinds of allegations and accusations. And then they'll enter their bed and sleep, empty stomach. But you have access. You have direct access to contacting who you need to contact to verify before posting. I have said in the past, in previous posts, that this VDM lawyer is just as much of an attention seeker as he is, as VDM is. It's like both of them, both VDM and his lawyer, are competing for attention. Eunice says you don't know anything. You don't know anything. D1, you are just yapping. I agree. He doesn't know anything. He's just jumping on. Because he never said anything about this. D1 never said anything about this. So when people were dragging Mr. Falana for being indifferent and not advocating for VDM's release or whatever, D1 didn't come out to say, oh, I know he didn't say it until VDM's lawyer confirmed that Mr. Falana had been working behind the scenes to facilitate his release, or at least ask questions. And he's made several calls. And the reason why, I will not be surprised that the reason why they even why they were so emboldened to go after VDM the way that they did, it will not surprise me if it had something to do with the fact that he don't already shit for church for Mr. Falana body. He don't shit for church. He's not on good terms. They were maybe banking on Mr. Falana not even saying or doing anything, or just crossing his leg and ignoring VDM and his problems. I will not be surprised if that was what the EFCC people were thinking. Like, human rights lawyer is not going to answer you now because you've already embarrassed the guy. You've already dragged the guy before, so you are on your own. I won't be surprised if they were all banking on Mr. Falana to not even get involved with this VDM situation. It will not surprise me one bit if that was what they were thinking. Let's play the
All right. So Sheyi Tinubu, I feel the need to say this to you.
Okay, so this is what D1 posted. Says, if he had done this to the president in China, he wouldn't be around. If he had done this, so this is a post I made. If he had done this to the president in China, he wouldn't be alive today. By the way, a very dark mind never did anything for the people. He only insulted people. Please prove me wrong if I am lying. So he posted this video. Let's listen to the video.
All right. So Sheyi Tinubu, I feel the need to say this to you. You need to be very useful to us. First of all, your father is old, and the people around him, their brains are dusty and there are cobwebs in their brain. All right. So Sheyi Tinubu, I feel the need to say this to you. You need to be very useful to us. First of all, your father is old, and the people around him, their brains are dusty and there are cobwebs in their brain. All right. So Sheyi Tinubu, I feel the need to say this to you. All right.
So this is what he posted. I beg, rattle people, tell me, how is this helping anybody? How is name calling, insulting the president and his son, how does he help anyone? Now, wow, VDM need to understand that Trump is in office. So America, as it stands now, don't care. America does not care about other countries. So if you go use your mouth, take dry rough, and this is me just offering a friendly advice, a solid, friendly, real advice, okay, based on the reality on ground. America is not like it used to be. America does not care about any other countries in the world anymore. America first is Trump's administration. So if anybody out there go and use their mouth, if you go and use your mouth to like drive rough and do nonsense, expecting human rights activists, Western human rights activists to come to your aid, you are on a long thing. I'm telling you, you are on a long thing. Because Europe and England and Australia and all these other industrialized nations don't usually do anything unless America take the lead. And right now, currently, in the current climate, America has a leader, has a president who does not give two F's about you. Okay, he himself, he wants to be an authoritarian. Like, that's why he keep manifesting. He wants to be an authoritarian. That's why he keeps manifesting it, hoping it will come into existence. So if you keep running your mouth, they will just throw you somewhere. Look at what they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu. If you really care about the people that you say you care about, yeah, if you care, if you're not just doing eye service, if you're not just doing photo op, if you really care about people that you claim to care about, then you have to move differently. Yeah. You have to move differently. America doesn't care. Oh. Before you cry, reach America, body, they don't move on. Oh. I'm telling you. Before you cry, for America hear you, they don't move on.
So Nigerians, because some of the videos
for America hear you, you go don't spend donkey time.
I don't they post since people just they enter, they attack me. It's some people even they tell me free very dark man, like saying I mean hold on. Now let me bring something to you guys notice. When Mohbad died, when that whole issue happened, when Mohbad go, bro, if there is anybody where they put fire for that thing, when Miss Yan at that particular point, now very dark man. If there's anybody for this life, when Miss Yan at that particular point, we say you get on people nerves, like say tomorrow no day.
I agree with that. I did not like the way he handled that situation. Like, very dark man is the kind of person that would just rally certain elements, certain group of people, and would just be gassing them up and hyping them and just doing their dirty biddings. I did not like the way he handled that mobile situation. I did not like it. Just really showed his lack of humanity, honestly. And that was really where I really started to turn off when it came to Very Dark Man. The way that he handled that Mohbad, the way he treated Mohbad's wife, the way he emboldened the bullying that went on, even till tomorrow. He has not apologized. He doesn't even think he's done anything wrong. That was really when I really started to turn off when it came to Very Dark Man, because you don't do things like that. Not to a woman who just lost a husband. It doesn't even matter. No marriage is perfect. No situation. Husband and wife, no, they fight. Husband and wife, no, they fight. The way that he treated Mohbad's widow, no, that was so unfair. That was wicked. Honestly.
Now very dark. In fact, very dark man follow for waiting push that thing. We say we come say that thing no can even get sense. We say today we never know how that case take end. Look at this Mercy Chinwo record label owner, Izike Abi Izi, and then Mercy Chinwo. This guy came up on social media, talks to Mercy Chinwo, fall out of contract, do this, do that, no follow contract, we then sign. He can't do his own video. He not reach how many days. Mercy Chinwo to come, do our own video, say, waiting this guy they talk, this guy they lie against them, this guy they threaten them, this guy they do this. You were not dead here when they sign contract. Very dark man, when not dead here when this will sign contract. Came up on social media, they thought say Mercy Chinwo they lie. You know dead here. In fact, when Mercy Chinwo sign contract, you never even be very dark man, you still be Vincent. You can't come social media say Mercy Chinwo they lie, say that in a crocodile tears. Ah, no wonder. Say them carries him, stock money come up for your hand, come up with $270,000 for your hand. Bro, you were not there. You were just speaking nonsense. Will not be fact. None of you guys came out to say very dark man. No, this thing you are saying you are crossing the line. Nobody came out to say you are crossing the line. Very dark man came out recently.
Right, they were just applauding him. Yeah, very dark man. Yeah, like this cult mentality, eh? This is not cult mentality. Sheesh.
To talk say in get informant for inside EFCC. Nobody came to tell him that, oh God, this thing you are saying you the Messiano. Very dark man as he did so. Don't put time for people eye well. Don't make so many people cry. None of.
And now even EFCC is saying that police will take the appropriate action against him. That's what they are saying now.
Few rattles came out to say, Oga, you will respect you, but you the Messiah. Now when very dark man level don't reach this level. When we say EFCC don't carry him. Some people now can't decide to talk their mind. You rattles come to talk, say, why are you saying that? And they should free who? Wait, I don't look out of the way they protest. If police grab you now, bam, they can't say, what are you doing here? You can't say we are protesting for EFCC to free very dark man. They first ask you, who is very dark man for the society? You know, be senator, you know, be governor. For the political hierarchy, you know, anyone. You know, but he come out to some of them will not come out to protest for NSAS because now they fear. Get liver won't come out to protest for very dark man. Will not be anything for the political this thing for Nigeria. The three arms of government we will get: the executive, the judiciary, the executive, judiciary, and the legislative arms of government. Very dark man, don't do anyone. But you want risk your life to protest. You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. Anybody with a card, put them. So Nigerians, because some of the videos I already post, people just they enter, they attack me. It's some people even they tell me free very dark man, like saying I mean hold on. Now let me bring something to you guys notice. When Mohbad died, when that whole issue happened, when Mohbad go, bro, if there is anybody where they put fire for that thing, when Miss Yan at that particular point, now very dark man. If there's anybody for this life, when Miss Yan at that particular point, we say he get on people nerves, like say tomorrow no day. Now very dark. In fact, very dark man follow for waiting push that thing. We say we come to say that thing no can even get sense. We say today we never know how that case take end.
He really carried that matter like saying our government work. Like surely, even if you are the most supportive person of the Rattle gang or whatever, even if you are the most supportive of very dark man, at least you yourself, and if you're honest with yourself, you have to say that. You have to like really come to terms with the fact that the way that he handled that situation, the way that he went after Mohbad's wife, it was so uncalled for. It was so unnecessary. It was so diabolical. The way he went after Mohbad's wife. Why? Yeah, that was crazy to me. It be like person where they buy, where they sell Mohbad wife give. Say any amount, any cost. Just finish her. Now the kind of vibe when I get from that, from his his old behavior, his old actions that time. No human feeling, no like you not even there. Everything where you they see. Now wait till they tell you. If you even see video self, now video where they share with you. Like you don't know. I keep going back to whenever I'm talking about how he jumps on social media, whenever they say they show things to him or without actually doing proper verification. I keep referencing back to a particular video that he did one time like that, when he just misrepresented everything that was happening. He made a video. He came out and he completely misrepresented what happened in a video that he saw. That's one example. So even if you, like, people are giving you stories, people are giving you videos and giving you evidence of she did this, she did that, just remember, you know they there. You know they there. The way this man, the way he went after Mohbad's wife, like, okay, he get what she do you before. Why? What's with the obsession? No, to me, that was a no. That was actually where I really started, speaking out against him. I've been feeling a type of way for some time, but I've always just been like, you know what, making the doing thing. Maybe eventually we'll get it right, because I kept giving him the benefit of the doubt. I've been seeing some of the things, the way he's handling certain things. But when he do that Mohbad, I'm like, you're a grown man. Like, you're a grown man. Your prefrontal cortex is fully formed at this point.
Look at this Mercy Chinwo record label owner, Ezekiel Eze, and then Mercy Chinwo. This guy came up on social media, talks to Mercy Chinwo, fall out of contract, do this, do that, no follow contract, we then sign, he can't do his own video. He don't reach how many days, Mercy Chinwo to come, do her own video, say, waiting this guy they talk, this guy they lie against them, this guy they threaten them, this guy they do this. You were not dead here when they sign contract. Very dark man, when no dead here, when this will sign contract, came up on social media, they thought say Mercy Chinwo they lie. You know dead here. In fact, when Mercy Chinwo sign contract, you never even be very dark man, you still be Vincent.
And he's so irresponsible with his words. They say to whom much is given, much is expected. Like, he lacks the ability to understand the power that he has, or maybe he knows and he's just taking advantage, knowing that whatever he says is God for his people, for his supporters. Anything that he says goes.
You can't come social media, say Mercy Chinwo they lie, say that in a crocodile tears. No wonder, say them carry the stock money come up for your hand, come up with $270,000 for your hand. Bro, you were not there, you were just speaking nonsense. Will not be fact. None of you guys came out to say, very dark man, no, this thing you are saying, you are crossing the line. Nobody came out to say you are crossing the line. Very dark man came out recently to talk, say, in get informant for inside EFCC. Nobody came to tell him that, oh God, this thing you are saying, you the Messiano. Very dark man has.
When if he say evil people will get informant safe, they are always so careful, they're always so mindful, because they don't even want anybody to know that they have people giving them information. You think that informant will very dark man get? You think if this case, when the day of reckoning come for him, when the day comes that he has to like account for the things that he has done, do you honestly think that informant is going to come out and say, yeah, I'm the informant, I'm going to come and be your witness in court? Do you think so? All of the way they defend this man, all of the way they like egg him on. And I'm not against people supporting him, especially when you like what he's doing with regards to his charity organization. I'm not saying that you should not support him, but all of the way they like applaud him whenever he do something, especially whenever he goes after people the way that he does, senselessly, putting himself at risk, because that risk. Shebi, by the time when he don't find himself for court, you guys be ready to support him too. All the money that people are donating for this charity cause, shebi now this thing now he won't spend them on. Shebi now court case. Now he won't use charity money, and that's another thing that just really grinds my gears. People that are donating for you to help the needy, the less privileged, they are not donating so that you can use it to be paying your lawyer who doesn't even care, in my opinion. They're not paying you to go and be getting to go and be getting yourself in trouble. They're paying you, they're donating so that you can help those who are in need because they trust you. They trust that whatever funds that they are sending to you will be put into good use. So I hope like all of them way they support him. But this guy, every day, today police, today investigation, tomorrow this and that. That's not what they are donating the money for. Do your charity work and enter house.
So don't put time for people eye well. Don't make so many people cry. None of you rattles came out to say, Oga, you will respect you, but you dey miss here. Now when very dark man level don't reach this level. When we say EFCC don't carry him. Some people now can't decide to talk their mind. You rattles come to talk, say, why are you saying that? And they should free who? Wait, I don't look all of now where they protest. If police grab you now, bam, they can't say, what are you doing here? You can't say we are protesting for EFCC to free very dark man. They first ask you, who is very dark man for the society? You know, be senator, you know, be governor. For the political hierarchy, you know, anyone. You know, but he come out to some of them will come out to protest for NSAS because now they fear. Get liver won't come out to protest for very dark man. When no be anything for the political this thing for Nigeria. The three arms of government we will get the executive, the judiciary, the executive, judiciary, and the legislative arms of government. Very dark man, don't do anyone. But you want risk your life to protest. You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. Anybody where they catch, put them. So Nigerians,
Me, I have no problem with people protesting very dark man. I'm sorry, protesting in support of very dark man. You know what I mean? Do whatever you like. Now you sabi.
Some days ago,
Sure, you understand. I'm not against that. I just wish he'll be more responsible with his words. You know, because there are so many impressionable young ones. He's lucky he has a lawyer. All the donations that are being sent to him, he's able to use it to get a lawyer to get him out of whatever bind he's in. But there are some people who are watching him who do not have his level of clout, who do not have, you know, millions of naira tucked away in some bank account that they can use to get themselves out of trouble. And those people making noise and following in his footsteps. You think if they land themselves in the same trouble that VDM has found himself in, you think those people will have they'll have a fighting chance? No way. So he needs to understand that there are so many young, impressionable people who are watching him and really following his footsteps. You need to be very responsible. You need to be very mindful of that. Honestly.
some days ago, the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, Atiku Issa, alleged that he was offered 100 million naira from the president's son, that's Sheikh Tinubu, and the Minister of Youth Development. He was offered that bribe to support and promote the president. According to his allegation, he refused the bribe, and it led to him being beaten, abducted, and all that. The president's son, Sheikh Tinubu, later came out to debunk that rumor and, said that he was not involved in all of that. We all know that the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students is almost like the president of the Nigerian youths, because almost 90 or 95% of Nigerian students are youths. So in a way, offline, he can be said to be one of the representatives of the Nigerian youths on the national level. When his allegation on Sheikh Tinubu and the Minister of Youth Development was beginning to gather momentum, when it was beginning to gather traction and gain, relevance in our public discourse, another self-acclaimed youth president, or a self-acclaimed youth president in the person of Very Dark Man, all of a sudden was abducted or kidnapped, according to his followers, Rattles, by EFCC. I don't want to believe that it was not, that kidnap was not to cover up, the other story that was building up. Because one youth was alleged kidnapped, and another self-acclaimed youth president was actually kidnapped, according to his followers. So I don't want to believe that, because it looks fishy to me. If you ask me, I'll tell you it looks fishy. So it looks like a cover-up event, of which a whole lot of institutions might be complicit if, this is the reality. So in order for me to verify that, Very Dark Man and everybody that's involved in this whole drama with GT Bank, it was not fabricated to deceive and deflect public attention. I would love Very Dark Man, when he's released, to get the name and the account of the person that GT Bank paid the loan to. Yeah, let's start from there. If possible, since his sister said since the beginning of this year that they've been taking money from their mother's accounts, and 3,000 has been left. She has not complained ever since. So it's now all of a sudden that this Nan's president was complaining about abduction, that they decided to complain. Anyway, I would love them to provide the name and the account that benefited from that loan. Let's assume, yes, they used their mother's NIN. Yes, you can use anybody's NIN to loan money. But GT Bank should have the record of where that money was actually loaned to. If possible, we need to see a bank statement of VDM's mother's account for the last 2 years. Let us verify if truly she did not receive this loan. Let us also verify if truly loan was taken, money was taken from her account, and and she was being cheated. So we need to verify all these details, all this information. You can't just come online, show us text message screenshots, and people just start storming to GT Bank branches, EFCC offices to protest and all that. That's not the validation that your mother was cheated. We need to see bank details. We need to see proof of where the loan was paid to, who benefited from that loan. We need to see bank statements to prove that your mother never received loan from any loan company or organization. So these are the things I would love you to do when you come out. So it won't look as if maybe this whole thing was just planned, organized to deflect our attention from the real question that was being asked by the Nan's president, So please, we need to get to the roots of that, your story. You brought the story to the public. You cannot leave us hanging. We need to come to a logical conclusion. There has to be evidences to back up what you said on your videos, not screenshots, not all that, concrete evidences. We need to see the account, the name of the account where the loan was paid to. We need to see your mother's bank statement to verify that, yes, money was actually taken from her account. We need to see her bank statement also to ensure that for the last 1 year, she has not received any money from any loan company. So all these questions must be answered. You cannot just come online and start, bringing up a scenario and people just start believing. Next thing, you're kidnapped in GTB for another reason, not even the reason that took you to GTB. The whole thing sounds confusing and looks like it's a planned stuff. So for us to verify, personally, these are just questions that are bothering me. So for us to verify and for me to believe that these questions are irrelevant, you have to come out and show us, concrete information concerning what you alleged in your video. Thank you.
Okay, so you see, this is what happens. So this is what happens. People are now asking all kinds of questions. This is the story about the boy. This reminds me of the story of the boy who cried wolf.
Some days ago.
Okay. This reminds me of the story that I was read when I was a kid. My mom read us a story about the boy who cried wolf. VDM is in the business of always doing all kinds of things for clout and attention or whatever. And now people are starting to ask, people are starting to question the motive for some of the things that he does. I guess what this person is trying to insinuate is that VDM is part of the plan. VDM, what obviously they are insinuating, they are not saying that this is the fact or whatever, just expressing their opinion. So from what I understand, this person is basically saying that VDM is part of the plan to distract. So the person came out and accused Shea Tinubu of, kidnapping and all this other stuff. And then it wasn't even 12 hours after VDM posted the video that he posted with regards to that Shea Tinubu kidnapping the college professor story. It wasn't even 12 hours. And VDM went to GT Bank, and all of a sudden, all hell broke loose, right? And so people are valid to ask, because that's what happens when you are one of those people who want to do everything to clout chase, want to do anything. You open the door for people to ask questions when things happen to you, because all of a sudden it seems as though, even per my observation, it seems as though nobody is even talking about the Shea Tinubu situation again. All of a sudden, everybody's talking about VDM's supposed kidnapping. That's what people are talking about now. And now the way they are even talking about, nobody's even making the connection that could this have anything to do with the story that he posted about Shea Tinubu 12 hours earlier before going to GT Bank? Nobody's even making that connection. It's almost as if they are intentionally avoiding making that connection. And now it's about, several people lodged the complaint, financial malfeasance, and all this other nonsense. That's what is being reported. So, and nobody's even talking, because the minute they even mentioned the fact that he posted a video, because I think that this is by design, right? If they ever mention the fact that he posted the video 12 hours about the Tinubu situation, Shea Tinubu stuff, and then people will be able to put two and two together. But they don't mention that, and they just distract by saying, several people lodged the complaint. And now even he coming out, he's not even talking about, the video that he started, the Shea Tinubu story. He's talking about EFCC accusing him of money laundering. So it makes sense. It makes complete sense that people are arriving at this conclusion. I'm not saying that they are right too. I'm not saying that this person that is saying this is correct too. But it'll make sense if you're a critical thinker and you look at all sides. You don't leave no stones unturned. Like you will come to this conclusion now. What's really going on here? What is actually going on here? Because this whole thing just seemed way too convenient. Because if you're looking at the story and you're looking at the timeline and the sequence of events, before if something like this happens, the average person, the average Nigerian will be able to piece all these pieces together and be like, whoa, could this have anything to do with what he wrote about the president's son? But nobody, because now they're trying to detach president's son. Because if they ask, could it have something to do with what he wrote about Shea Tinubu, that would then bring up the conversation of what exactly did he write about Shea Tinubu, and then that will open the worm that they're trying to open, the can of worm they're trying to close with regards to the allegation of the youth leader of whatever. So yeah, people, I know that it's so unfortunate. People want a savior. Everybody's just looking for a savior. And because they're so desperate to find a savior, they are willing to turn a blind eye and be like, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're dishonest. I don't care if you may have a criminal history, or maybe you have engaged in criminal behavior or whatever. I don't care. As long as you're brave enough to come out and say all these things that we are typing and leaving as a message, all these things that we're not brave enough to say by ourselves. That's all we care about. And if the person that they are saying this to has a criminal past, this will be an opportunity. Having this many people support him will be an opportunity for him to like get infinite support. Because if any one of the crimes that he may or may not have committed in the past comes crumbling, then he can just say, oh, they are after me, political persecution, because I am speaking against the government and bad governments and all of that. They will just use that and people will buy that. People will buy that. This need, we need a savior. We want a savior. We're so desperate to have a savior. We're so desperate to have a savior in that country. Like, I just find it so pathetic. I do. I find it so pathetic. I do. Doesn't have to be this way. You can walk in true gum. You can actively be looking for a savior since you cannot be your own savior, since you can't be your own role model, since you can't be your own helper, and you're actively looking for somebody that you think is going to be brave enough to follow you. Like, you can do all of that, but you can also use your head so that you're not throwing your support at the wrong person, because that is like the most disappointing. Supporting somebody who only has their best interest at heart. It's devastating. You know what I mean? Let me see.
Your ears, two of them. I'm not saying you should not support VDM. As far as I'm concerned, if VDM they innocent, EFCC go gas pay damages, right? EFCC no they detain who they innocent like this. So if you don't innocent, yeah, EFCC no get business. But as the thing don't be like this now, before you begin, they come out to say solidarity forever in black very dark man I start. Make sure the very dark man they innocent. Are you sure he is innocent? I mean, they judge based on what you they see. If somebody they feed 20,000 people every day, then for one corner, in the do one bad thing. Should we now say because he's feeding 20,000 people, now ignore the bad thing that he's doing that is really terrible?
That's what I've been saying.
But I'm just telling you that all of now we come out, they shout, very dark man, this country is this country is that. Why we EFCC do this? Before you begin the entire EFCC anyhow, I have some of them they go to the office. Make sure very dark man is innocent. Make sure you have your facts. Facts say very dark man is innocent because not everything when I know. Not everything when I know. Before you start pulling those stones where you want to pull online, make sure very dark man is innocent. At the end of the day, if this whole thing happen, if very dark man is innocent, now we go still call EFCC out. So this is not the time to be rational. This time, the time we say you need to act with wisdom. Some of them they go federal capital territory, go they raise placard, feel very dark. Are they pity for now? If that's I never had Black Maria before. Be sure he's innocent. Oh, I don't go talk all this. Make sure the very dark man they know before you they come out, they support nonsense. Because some of rattles, if they don't tell you this thing, you no go enter on a brain. Go they support, no worry. By the time when you go here later.
Even when you tell themselves, they will call you a hater. They'll say you are hating. You they hate. You don't like the guy. They will find one reason when they want to tell you, say you're just doing this because you don't like the guy. It's what they do. You know, it's what they do.
Hotel Apala, make una no pray. They wanna go try with me, not go phone you. I know first of all, I no go. Second, if una come call me, you come call my place. Anything wanna see that, you wanna take and move. I know, man, not even try that one with me at all. As soon as the craze, people they wear the craze. Man, they join with all these people they go. Hotel Apala, make una no pray. They wanna go try with me, not go phone you. I know first of all, I no go. Second, if una come call me, you come call my place. Anything wanna see that, you wanna take and move. I know. Man, not even try that one with me at all. As soon as the craze, people they wear the craze. Man, they join with all these people they go. Hotel Apala, make una no pray. They wanna go.
This is him bragging. He's basically bragging and saying that, you know, allegedly that if EFCC sent for him, he will not go. And if they even come to his place, you know, like who does that? I mean, tell me, who does that? Who says things like this? Because you're listening to faceless people online. Majority of the people that are gassing him up don't even have their real, and they don't even have social media. They don't have a face. They don't have pictures. But they are there telling you things. They are there telling you what you should not do or what you should do. And you're taking their word, taking their support. It's him basically daring EFCC. Daring EFCC. And they have so many of these videos of him saying things that are so incriminating. If you really care about this guy, if you really care about this guy, tell him to watch what he says. He can do his charity work. He can call people out, but at least let him vet the information. At this stage of his notoriety, he will be able to like call even Sheikh Tinubu self and say, this is what I heard. Is this true? Then you wait. Hear him out. Hear the way he responds. If he like brushes you off and doesn't take you seriously, then you can even, okay, even then, even if he doesn't take you seriously, still be mindful. Don't just come out here and just be like chesting things like that. All these people, when they gas you up, all this way they encourage you, video, yeah, savior of Nigeria, yeah. When you were in EFCC custody, was any one of them there? No, you were alone. Now you use your head, take carrier. Now you use your head, take carrier. Listen again, maybe let me make myself clear. I'm all for people fighting for their country and fighting for the betterment. But let what you're doing make sense. Don't do it based on illegal practices, thinking it will not backfire on you. That's all I have to say. I'm happy that he's out. There's a lot of skeleton information out there. There are so many things that we still don't know, the charges and so forth. So me, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. I want to know what really went on. I want to know what exactly is being charged with. He's already said money laundering. I want to know more details about it. So I will keep you guys posted as more becomes available. You know, good for him for being released. Whoever it was that did it, that got him to be released. Shout out to that person. And yeah. Anyways, guys, and I hope that he will personally thank Mr. Falano, you know, for the calls that he made, because he's dragged that man enough that he'll be justified if he doesn't want to get involved. You know, imagine he can even say, I'm trying to stay away. He's already accused me of something before. So I don't want to get involved so that he doesn't find a way to accuse me of this. But he didn't do that. He still stepped in, you know, and that says a lot about him. So hopefully VDM will be grateful to him. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment. Like, and share. I come in peace, so I gain nothing from seeing VDM get in trouble or seeing him get arrested or whatever. I gain nothing. It means nothing to me, you know. It means nothing to me to see him get arrested. So, and this person says he didn't accuse him. Beep did. Yes, he did. Go and watch the video. He did. He accused Mr. Falano of things. Unless, of course, you're talking about something else. Rosemary Osamo. Yes, he accused Mr. Falano and accused Faz. He made suggestive comments. Go and watch the video again. Anyways, guys, like I said, I have nothing against VDM. I just want him to tread with caution. I just want him to move wisely. That's all I want. I don't want him to find himself going to the police station, EFCC station, court every day. That is like a distraction from the work that he claims he wants to do. Like, if you really want to do the work, if you really care about the people that you say you care about, why not avoid anything that will be causing distraction? Why not avoid anything that will be taking you to court every day, taking you to EFCC office every day to go and answer questions? Why don't you just avoid those things? Not be only you. Bloggers have been blogging and reporting stories since blogging came into Nigeria. For example, Linda Ikeji, how many times has she been invited to EFCC to come and say, if somebody is even telling you things, there are ways that you will pass your message across that will not cause you to have personal trouble as a result of that. Like, he really needs to be wise. You need to be wise, though. I don't have anything against him. I wish him all the best. I still do. I want him to succeed for the sake of all the people that he's supposedly helping. I want him to succeed. Because at the end of the day, when those people lose out on account of him always finding himself in one wahala or the other, those are the people that are going to lose. He has hundreds of millions, allegedly, in his bank account that he can use to hire a lawyer to get him out. But every time that he's not out there doing what he promised to do, helping those people, it's time wasted and people are losing out. I want him to succeed. I want the best for him. I just need him to move wisely. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, guys. Leave your comments. If you're even cussing me out, I will just this one, because I know that I really hit a nerve. So if you guys want to get it out of your system now, Nasabi. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like and share. I will catch you later. Bye.